I think whether depends on where you stand on the failed or the successful Copenhagen talks. There's supposed to be 300 billion on a space of 30 years, I think, or 20 years, to pay those affected for the emissions by others. And I think for this year, I think there's 30 billion to be spread around. The Philippines should also lead in the effort to make those who emit carbon gases, to emit greenhouse gases the most, to own up to their responsibility to us, to the Maldives, to other countries who really feel the brunt of it. They should pay.
Okay, just a follow-up. A lot of that and the other plans of a president will really require resources.
Exactly.
But it seems like sometimes when we talk of resources, immediately we think about taxation or foreign borrowings and all that. What about the other aspect, which is just to plug all the holes? For example, the holes would be things like the corruption, the kickback, because instead of just going into foreign debt again or imposing additional taxes.
First, we have to have an adequate estimate on how much corruption costs. It does have a leakage, but it's not that big actually. In our department, I speak for my own department, the possible leakage is a percentage of 5 billion pesos a year, which has not been expended anyway. Maybe there's some leakages in the payroll, some leakages in maintenance and operating expenditures, but the biggest leakage is the lack of budgetary support actually. There are other leakages, admittedly, but yeah, it's not that big. Not in the tune of 208 billion that you need to rebuild Metro Manila. Yeah, you have to plug the leakages probably in the revenue system also, tax administration and tax reform. You have to plug smuggling. However, that's a different question altogether. In government financing, naturally, as with any private entity, you have to plug leakages. But to me, it's not that big compared to the capital investments you must make.
Okay, Jane, we can